Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the after the show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Yeah, hello, and welcome to the Tuesday KVJ after the show broadcast. The hell is going on, everybody?
What's going on, Kevin? How you doing, Virginia?
Where is Virginia?
I don't know, dog. She's out there fucking just scaring up game.
That's what she's doing?
Raising Cain, as she does.
Out there catting around?
Just catting around. Probably pissing somebody off.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. She had to go sow discord in the hallways.
As long as it's not me, I'm cool.
Yeah, you're right. As long as you're not in the frickus.
I mean, it's 10:09. Where the hell is, as she would say, where is that hooker?
Yeah.
Where is that hooker?
Yeah. Denny's just coming in here to bring order to...
I think as we call him, Wheels is going to go try to find her.
He went zipping down the hall.
Mr. Speedster. She should be here in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, people, now here comes the comment. She's pooping.
Okay.
Those are not my
very
words.
possible.
Those are not my words. She's doing a little poop.
It's very possible. I mean, we all poop, right? I think there's a book about that.
Everybody poops, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay, we all poop. That's just the way it goes. All right, we got a lot to get to here today.
There she is.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of rumors about you, Snicky.
Sorry, I'm very important.
Okay. Got some big deals going on there in the hallways? Well, they're wheeling and dealing. Is that what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
She's a VIP, very important prick.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. It was good. It's got a ring to it. Okay, let's see some of the stuff we got here today for you. Saw this, I thought it was kind of interesting on social media. How big TikTok is and how much bigger it is than Instagram and Instagram Reels.
Just be careful when something gets too big and it keeps growing and growing. It could go either way at that point. When something gets so big, is the bottom going to fall? I know everyone's always blowing TikTok and 69 in TikTok. I'm just saying.
I'm blowing OnlyFans. Hey.
You blow TikTok to the
I
point
do.
where I have to get on the microphone and get a little order and go, no, TikTok's not that great.
I know, you hate it.
I don't hate it.
It would be interesting to see what the staying power is. I mean, keep in mind, once upon a time, Facebook was like this cool thing for college students.
She's right, I hate it.
Everything changes, you know. As soon as the adults get a hold of something, we make it not cool, and then the kids are going to move on to something else. Do y'all do the Snapchat?
I do not. I like my material to live on. I don't like when shit erases.
So Magnolia is more on Snapchat than she is on TikTok, and she's more on TikTok than she is on Instagram. But I would say those are the top three. It goes Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram.
And I know people bag on Facebook, and it's the old person place to go. It's still popular, man. It still gets a lot of interaction. I'm not just speaking for us. I'm saying in general.
From the old people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the old and the dead.
Listen to this. You do.
Isn't that a movie?
Somebody had said that today in the Strong Opinions. They're like, yeah, eventually Facebook is going to become a memorial site where you can go and see all the lives of the people you knew that have passed on.
The longer you live, the more dead friends you'll bury.
Because new people are not signing up for Facebook. The young people are not signing up for Facebook.
It's going to keep a tally on depressing shit Virginia says for the rest of the week.
There's your thought of the day.
Yeah.
I'm counteracting your positivity.
Yeah, when you're looking at Facebook, you're really just looking at ghosts.
Listen to how fast Facebook is losing the youth. In 2022, only 32% of teens aged 13 to 17 use Facebook. 32%.
That feels high.
Do you think, in your opinion, is Facebook watered down with the old fucks because there's so much ranting and yelling about politics? Is politics a big reason?
I think that I just don't think it speaks to the sensibilities of kids. There's something better. They want faster visual entertainment and stuff that speaks more to what they do. So the content the style is not there and the content's not there. That's why the teens are not on Facebook. And the number is really dropped off. In 2014, 71% of teens aged 13 to 17 were on Facebook. Now, 8 years later, that number's 32%. That's a pretty big drop off. They've lost half their teenage numbers. That's a problem. So, yeah, where is Instagram? I don't know that they're much on, and I think you're right. My son, he's 14. He seems to do Snapchat. Well, he looks at TikTok a lot, but he doesn't make TikTok videos.
He doesn't post.
Yeah, but he communicates with his friends on Snapchat.
Yeah, for me, TikTok is very voyeuristic.
Yeah.
I watch a lot. Mm-hmm. The Snapchat, I noticed that Magnolia, they can keep track on tabs on all their friends.
Yeah.
They know where everyone is at any point on this map, and she can see everybody. Mm-hmm. Everybody's plugged into where everybody else is, and that's very attractive to her.
Yeah, that's what Cannon and his friends use it for.
Yeah.
Would you consider YouTube social media? Because from a certain, it's got all the elements. You upload shit. I know it's different and it's a different kind of, but you have chat rooms, you've got opinions, you got comments. It's social media just in a different form. All of this shit's the same, just with a little different here, a little bit different there.
I look at YouTube like a TV channel.
Mm-hmm.
But do you comment underneath your TV?
No.
Do you share and like and do things on your TV? And give your opinion underneath?
I don't give my opinion on anything YouTube.
I'll just say it's different, but it's the same. You share shit on YouTube. It's different, but it's different than
I think it's closer to a television station than it is to a social media platform.
I'm not saying it doesn't have television station. You're just shut the fuck up, Bert. All right, TikTok's the king.
I don't think TikTok's the king, but I do think that it is the most fascinating.
You can. I'm just saying you can use YouTube in a social media like way. You can.
All right.
All right, you surrendering too. I like it. That doesn't happen ever.
Yeah, it's just like, all right. All right.
I know you ate coffee grounds. I don't want to fight with you because I feel like you could really put up a good fight today.
No, I lost all. You're right. I'm fucking. That coffee is hitting.
My friend's wired over here.
I have a lot of energy, Kev.
So listen to the big difference between TikTok and Instagram Reels, which Instagram created to compete with TikTok. Right now, you've got 197.8 million user hours every day on TikTok. 197.8.
197.8 million user hours a day.
Yep.
Damn.
Reels has 17.6 million.
Damn. So TikTok be winning.
A lot. By a lot.
Not even a contest.
In fact, they, not to say, this means a ton, but they did have one creator that shared the same video across multiple apps, and it got millions of views on every single platform except Instagram, where it didn't even break 100,000.
Yeah, I noticed for certain platforms, some of our shit does way better depending on the platform. Something could suck just nards, and then you upload it, and it does really well. It's odd.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's why you can't get too obsessed about it, because
you don't know
You
what the algorithm is. And here's the thing, as soon as you learn it, they change it. So don't beat yourself up trying to figure it out, because you probably can't win.
Well, the reason why I have an attitude towards TikTok is because everything's about numbers and blah, blah, blah. And I just know that TikTok doesn't always reward great content. You can get a shitty-ass video with millions, and it's not that good. And it's just a little bit easier to get more shine on your shit on TikTok. And I don't know if it's always deserving of it.
Yeah.
Am I off on that?
No,
Am I speaking alien?
I agree with you. It's weird what hits on TikTok, and it's not really
rewarded the proper way.
Yeah, it's not based on merit.
It's not based on merit. Where other things I feel like are.
Right.
That's why I have an attitude towards it.
Now, I guess Denny's has a solution to what is one of the problems with teens and social media is the internet predators that are out there.
We watch a lot of these predators getting taken down, and it's very satisfying because these guys are disgusting. They really do think they're meeting 12, 13, 14-year-old girls, and they always have the same excuse. He's got, in my opinion, a great invention. That is, about how to stop them or maybe expose them even more.
I love it.
Okay, because I know they want to be exposed.
He told me this idea yesterday. I'm not gonna lie, full disclosure. I was very high, so it might have not been.
Okay.
It
So
might be a shitty idea.
Full transclosure?
I'm still high.
Make sure the transclosure.
I meant full transparency.
Okay.
Man.
Very stone
Full
filter.
disclosure, full transparency.
I just wonder how this isn't already in effect, and I know it's probably some sort of invasion of privacy, but if somebody does something incredibly illegal, like looking up child pornography or trying to find photos or solicit sex with an underage person, and we have phones with cameras facing you, shouldn't the government or some sort of filing system be allowed to take a photo of that person? That way you have it documented that they did something that illegal.
But tell them about the invention part, about them taking the picture.
Well, so that's what I'm thinking. So if I'm on my phone and I'm looking up child pornography, how can I find it? Whatever I'm looking up. And it gets flagged in a search and an algorithm recognizes that, the camera facing me on the phone should be able to take my photograph so that people know that I looked up something that, because you wouldn't look that up by accident. If you're looking up how do I solicit sex with underage kids, that's something I'm never going to search.
And what's really crazy about this is there are so many little sex rings here just in the United States where people are using technology to share child porn. You go, oh, that's going to get flagged real quick. There is this, the one site they use, these predators go on this certain site and they download, and there's a ring of people that they trade pictures, and they still can't get these fucks.
Well, that's what we were watching something, and there's all these people getting away with trading sex photos of kids amongst each other unabashed. They just do it all day.
Yeah.
And when they get caught, they've been doing it for 5 to 10 years of doing this.
It's more prevalent
How
than
is
you think.
that how can we not trace something like that when they can catch me for accidentally not making a payment 25 years ago, and the IRS makes me pay $1,000.
Because the way he explained it to me yesterday, it would be something in your computer on your phone. As soon as you look it up, it gets flagged, your camera goes on, pictures taken, and then it could be sent to somewhere.
A database of some sort.
I don't know how that would work and how you would do that, but if you could get that technology.
Yeah, I'm sure it infringes on rights. But, I mean, at that point, if you're searching something so salacious, wouldn't it be justified?
Yeah, I think the technology is there, because I think Kenna was telling me that there's some app that it takes a photo of your forward camera and then you at the same time, so you can get your reaction to what you're seeing. So
the technology is there.
It is.
They do have that. The only thing I can think is that the evidence in a courtroom might be considered circumstantial. The person could say, yeah, I told my phone to look up how to have a party with 6 kids, and it said how to have a sex party with kids. And then it took my photo, and now all of a sudden I'm in a database, and the authorities came and arrested me. And then you'd be like, maybe the evidence for that might be circumstantial.
Objection, Your Honor. I think I agree with you, but I also I do disagree with the searching part, because people will get out of it going, oh, I'm searching it for a research paper. But if you are downloading child porn and there's porn on your, there's no defense to that. The picture alone and the video could fucking get you. It's incriminating.
Well, and I don't think it should peg you right then and there. The police show up to your house. But if I searched, how to solicit sex with a child, whatever it is, and I search that on my computer, I'm in a database now. The second time that pings, that should alert somebody. All right, this person is continually looking this up. Let's now put this guy on a list and have a team just watch this list to see if it progresses more. And if it does, then I feel like, because some of these guys will get caught, and they've been doing it for 10 years.
And Mama Magic in the chat,
how does that not get caught?
She says these creeps can mask their IP address, and some of them can, but some of them are really dumb as fuck too.
There's some people that put no work into it. They're just
dumb.
They're just trying to get out there and get kids.
They do have parts of the police force that just work on these cyber crimes, and they may already be using all this stuff that you're talking about. I don't think they like to reveal the methods that they have, because they don't want to tip off these pervs to know that, hey, they could get you this way, so they don't really talk about them. You would probably, if we could get somebody in here, and I wouldn't want to ever do that, to give an advantage to these pedophiles, but I'm
you
sure
don't show the mouse how the mouse trap works.
It'd be a fascinating conversation that they probably have all these different high-tech ways that they bust people that you wouldn't believe.
You hope so.
I believe they would.
They don't, though. They really don't.
They don't.
The problem that everyone has with this is the police, a lot of times don't have enough power and enough people working to go on. A lot of these solicited underage kids, a lot of them get thrown out or don't even get brought up because they don't want to do the investigating on it because they don't have time for it. That's why all of these people are going rogue, trying to bring down these predators, because it is such a prevalent problem online and on the internet of people soliciting these young kids.
I would think with artificial intelligence and bots that you could hopefully release those and let them do a lot of this busy work for you and start to at least cut down the database so you get to actual legitimate leads.
Well, yeah, we talk about systems of automation.
Yeah.
That would be a great system to start putting
Right.
together databases that people who are intentionally looking up illegal things and they're now in a database, and then if anything happens, because sometimes these guys will get caught and they go, oh man, they've been doing this for 8 years, we just caught them. How does that go on for 8 years?
There should have been a red flag somewhere, right?
And some of these guys will get caught for exposing themselves to children, right? They get arrested and then they get put right back out in less than 2 weeks.
You hear
Right back out.
Right.
you hear horrific stories of people doing terrible sex crimes. Just, I mean, the worst of the worst. They're out within 2 years, only to escalate
And reoffend.
to reoffend, commit sex crimes, and then murder.
Yeah.
I don't
That
know.
one guy, he raped that woman, cut off her arms, and he got 14 years.
That was it.
14 years
Because
they gave him.
at the time in California, that was it was an older case, and at the time of California, that was the max they could give for that crime. You go
7
raped
an arm?
and lost
Two
both her
ar-
arms.
two
Cut
arms.
off both her
And the
arms.
rape's free.
from the
7
rape.
years an arm,
After, I mean, it was a really bad graphic story. I won't go into all the details, but it was
Please
the
don't.
worst of the worst, and the son of a bitch only got 14 years.
Like, how does that go down like that?
It's
right?
changed now.
Yeah,
It was an
everything-
older case, but yeah.
Good.
The other thing that's different, people don't realize, every city and every town is going to be different depending on who's running your district. Is it, a big part of it, certain towns, they bust these predators in certain cities, they've got lighter sentences, and they don't, depending on who's running their town and their city council. It's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the most offensive crimes there is out there.
We don't seem to have it all right with the justice system on how we sentence criminals for certain things. To me, the people that need to be in a jail are the people that are likely going to hurt and inflict pain and damage and destruction onto the general public again.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got other people that they do something that for some reason they didn't like, smoking too much weed, and then they're locked away. It's like they're not going to hurt anybody.
You cut someone's arms off during a sex crime, and I'm in charge of your sentence, you ain't never going to see the fucking sun, buddy boy.
Yeah.
Right, because you can't be trusted to walk amongst the rest of us like a regular
No,
human.
and imagine that. After the 14 years he was released, he killed somebody and he was in jail for murder.
Yeah.
Reoffended.
Well, to me, there's just certain crimes. There are some things that you could do. Some of the white collar crimes, like, yeah, you know what, I tried a little scam and it didn't work out. But then when people do other crimes like hack off limbs and things like that,
I mean,
it's
that's so
a
offensive.
different level of there's something not right
It's heinous.
with your wiring. And those are the kind of people you just have to say, look, they just can't be out in the general population.
I would agree with that.
The judge ruled that the guy was no longer a threat because of his age, and he had attacked the girl when she was old as well. She was so surprised he attacked her because he was older, and
Wow.
then they let him out. He was even older than what he was, and he still did
he
something.
murdered.
Pretty fucked up.
Damn.
Meanwhile, Mark David Chapman can't get out. The guy who shot and killed John Lennon outside of his Manhattan apartment in 1980, he got denied parole for a 12th time.
But then they let the guy that shot Reagan out.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's the rule book here?
I know.
I
It's
just-
odd. Yeah. It's just can't ever.
It
make
all
sense
depends
of it.
on where you are when the crime's committed and who your judge is and who your jury of peers is.
I mean,
it's what it all comes down to.
If you shoot a president, I thought that was it. You are done.
Game
You-
over.
You just don't
We
get to play
ranked
the.
John Lennon ahead of our presidents. And he's not even an American citizen.
no, you're right.
Reagan didn't die and Lennon did, but still.
British pop star ranks
Well,
above U.S. president.
you run up to shoot a president. Good gosh.
Well, he wasn't trying to play tiddlywinks with him.
It is kind of an odd thing, our justice system. Just
There should just be a system that keeps track of people that are doing intentionally bad things. You search something like that, you should be put on a list.
Well, I think that we're getting more into it. It kind of goes into the Tom Cruise movie Minority Report, and that was so ahead of its time, just talking about the technology they have and getting to a place where they could actually pre-predict crimes based on behaviors that you have that they're always watching and tracking. And it was crazy because that movie, 15 years old, something like that, and it really is kind of giving you a snapshot of where things are heading. And we're having a conversation saying, wouldn't it be a perfect world where we kind of get to this point where we can use more and more technology to catch people? And that's always the dividing line of where are you infringing too much?
Yeah.
A crime that we had just told you about, with the arms and all that, it's so terrible and awful. As I was talking to a family member about this, something like that happens and they don't get that much time. They get out and they're able to live their fucking life all free. Do you think you have it in you to put them down? Someone that really fucked with your family member to the point where their arms are gone and they did terrible things. Do you think you could put somebody down that hurts your family member, or is that something that's not in you?
I could definitely do it.
You could?
Yep.
Physically, you yourself could do it?
Yep,
Could you, Kevin?
I'm not positive. No, I don't know.
I could.
I'll let Virginia do it.
She'd do it for you.
I wouldn't even have to. I have other family members that are way more badass than me, and I would just make a phone call.
I would. I don't know, but I think the older I get, the more rogue I would want to go. I mean, if we're talking about something so heinous and it's about a loved one, it's going to be hard for me, and they don't get the proper punishment.
Right, they're out there dancing
Yeah.
around in the streets, ready to reoffend.
Yeah, I don't know. My family member said there's no way they knew the answer. They'd be in jail.
Ugh.
They'd be in prison.
I mean, you just do it and you don't get caught.
Well, that's the goal, but that comes with a lot of stuff, in your life now.
Preparation and revenge is a dish best served cold.
Well, I told you guys about that Texas guy. His 12-year-old son was getting molested by his sensei.
I love this story.
And as they're walking the sensei into trial, the dad is at the phone booth, takes out a gun, shoots him point blank, kills him, and Texas goes, "Yeah, you're good, Dad.
You're good, Dad."
Yep, saved us some money with the trial.
That's the time I agree
Yeah.
with Texas.
Texas don't fuck around.
That's Roadhouse laws.
Good for you, Texas.
Yeah, they don't play.
Hell no.
They do not play.
Do you think you could kill Denny's if it was something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to go the vigilante justice route.
Sweet Denny's, huh? But I think you do it in a slow, despicable way.
Well, so if it was one of those type of situations where they did something terrible to a loved one and you knew you were going to go down for it, I would, like, same type of thing with that sensei. I would do it and then drop the gun, put my hands up, and be like, arrest me. I did that. That was the only crime I'm out here to commit.
I would be the one that likes to prolong it. I would put the person in. I go, "Yep, you fucked with the wrong Italian, buddy." I may be a shitty Italian, but
You fucked with the wrong Olive Garden loving Italian.
you are right.
Now you're about to be bottomless.
Yeah.
Cut him in half.
Yeah.
So you would use a gun, Denny's?
Yeah, I'd keep it clean, just shoot them, and then I would turn myself in.
Here's a fun way I discovered recently by listening to Dateline.
All right.
Take him out on a boat, tie him to the anchor, and just drop the anchor over.
Yeah.
Sometimes, though, what happens is the anchor gets loose in the body, or say the body gets loose from the anchor. They don't tie it good enough.
You tie it like a freaking Boy Scout on coffee grinds.
Around the shoulders and waist.
Look, I don't want to murder anybody. I'm just saying a horrible crime with someone you love,
Right.
and they don't get the justice they deserve. I can see how that would break anybody, and you start thinking some weird shit.
Look, you want there to be proper justice in the courts.
Yes.
But when that doesn't happen, and then you are just consumed with grief and anger and pain and bruh, I don't judge a parent that goes after the person that diddled their kid. I just don't.
I'd have to kill them in a way that I couldn't have a horror story happen in real life. Because you think about what would happen with like Michael Myers or Jason, and that'd be the thing. Like Virginia's story about you take an anchor and you drop them off the side of a boat. The entire time in my head, if I did that, I would always be waiting for some kind of zombie-looking, drippy person standing in my doorway holding onto an anchor.
You go camping and you're like, I don't want to, I'm fucked.
I just always would think that I'm going to see...
Anchor zombie.
Right. So I'd have to think that through, I'd have to get rid of them in a way that, okay, if they came back as a zombified version to stalk me, I don't want that creepy...
I hear you, man. No, if you're going all in, it's going to come with some baggage mentally. Even if it's a horrible person person you're putting down because you go, did the anchor get loose? Did somebody see something? Is it on cam? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'd rather them fall into a compactor and then you just kind of hit a lever and you walk off, you know? And then,
and don't use the anchor of the boat that you're on. You got to bring your own extra anchor because when they check the boat to make sure the anchor's still there, you want it to be there.
Yep.
The anchor was there after she tied it to his body. Or was it? That's Dateline, dog.
Yes.
Are you Keith Morrison? Is that your low-budget Keith Morrison impression?
It's my low budget.
Or was it?
He always likes to fuck with your mind, that guy.
He's good.
Someone needs to look at his past. Has he committed any murder?
He definitely tells a story like he has.
Yeah.
He really does.
well, other stuff we got going on. I don't know if you've been watching the National Hurricane Center. We've had a very nice, quiet hurricane season so far. It's been lovely here.
Danny's
on
over
wood.
there knocking on wood.
Yeah, knock, knock, knock. They do have a little bit of a wave that is out there.
Hey, Kevin, I'm waving at you.
Hey, Kev, look at my titties. They're waving.
Yeah. Oh, you look so wet.
My titties can wave.
He's a zombie with an anchor on him. He's very wet.
Yes.
Kevin, I know what you did last summer.
Brains. Oh, man, zombie eating his hair like that? Hey, that's fucked up.
It would be. Yeah, they say that this little wave is going to be, and I had to look it up because I didn't know, the southeastern Caribbean Sea. That's kind of that little pocket of water that is, you got like Cuba on the west, and then, you got like the Dominican and all those islands kind of down to the south. So they say that it's going to be in that by week's end. So coming up this weekend, it's going to be chilling there. And so if it does a right turn, then we got a storm coming our way probably next week.
I remember one of the toughest things we went through for the Francis and Jean. It was pretty back to back for us, and I just remember they wanted us to do hurricane topics and not, don't get too goofy because people, public safety, let them know where the ice is at. Yeah. And by that second hurricane, we were so over hurricane topics.
Yeah, I just actually walked out of the studio one day.
You did. It got to a point where 5 or 6 people hijacked our studio talking about where fucking ice was in Lantana, and everyone's talking over Kevin. Kevin goes, all right, you guys got this. And I followed him right out.
I went,
Bye.
I went home.
We were on hour 18 of talking about ice, where to get it.
They didn't have anybody to turn the mic off. They're like,
Oh, hey, where'd he go?
It was 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Kevin's like, fuck this.
So what are these 2 storms going to be named? Are we at Fiona now?
I haven't really been paying attention, honestly.
I know we had
I've loved
Danielle
it.
and Earl
Yeah.
because they would be like
Yeah.
the trailer park power couple.
Somewhere around there.
Are we at Fiona? Are we at Gaston?
I'm just, honestly, I was like, when I need to worry about, I worry about. I still got that, and I'm not even still. It's still way too soon, but it is one of those ones like, okay, hey, maybe. So, but I don't know where we are at the naming and all that stuff. I mean, it's been a dream. I haven't even thought. I mean, nobody's even said like the word hurricane.
No,
so far.
we haven't even had like a maybe.
No, nothing. It's been awesome. I think like August was one of those weird months. Like it was a quiet August, no named storms. They say something like that only happened for the 3rd time since 1961.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now here we are on the 13th.
Yeah, right. And typically, after you get out of the first 2 weeks of September, I'm usually like, okay, not that you're like, cool, we made it, but your chances start diminishing. So I think if we can dodge whatever the hell this thing is, I think we're going to be all right this year.
Please dodge that thing because my fence is, just a fucking sea hair
Yeah, you're
away
right.
from blowing into the ocean. And that's a long distance.
I feel like Gaston would blow the shit out of your fence.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. If Denny's pisses on my fence, I'm fucked.
I got a strong stream.
I see it.
Well, work, he does have a strong stream.
Prove it.
I can hear it 4 rooms down. And he only has 3 rooms.
That's pretty powerful.
Yes. You do often comment on it when I'm in the bathroom.
Well, because my
Why
stream,
are you in the bathroom watching him piss?
At the work bathroom.
It's the word, but I can hear it. I can hear his piss stream
He always makes a comment when he walks behind me.
because of my kidney.
Do you stop down what you're doing and listen intently?
It's kind of hard. You'll be working on something. Go, damn, you got that healthy stream. Because I'm, my
Does
one
that make
kidney.
you self-conscious now, Denny's, that he's always listening to you pissing?
Just know he's also trying to sneak a peek.
He fucking loves it.
I do enjoy the compliment.
He loves every move I make. Said no one.
He's trying to get a little glimpse of that D.
No, Denny's is. I'm not trying to look at that 2-toner.
No, I don't
Can
think
already
he
draw
is.
by memory.
I know Denny's has seen my dick just a ton of time. We live together, not by on purpose, but you trying to get something out of the dryer and running late. Oh, sorry,
You're fucking the dryer again.
sorry, Denny's. Sorry, it's on my butthole again.
That we shot a couple videos where you were naked in it, and then I had to animate Kevin's face over it.
Yeah, I've seen our piss video. All of our dicks were
Oh
exposed.
yeah, there's a lot of dick in that one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Yeah.
We see a lot,
we're pretty close.
We
yeah.
see a lot of the guy stuff.
Lots of guy stuff.
It's like Tommy Lee in here.
Hey, really?
Yeah.
You don't get Tommy Lee. You get Jason and Kevin Lee. That's our middle
Yeah.
name, dog.
That's it. Take it or leave it.
Me and Kevin got the same middle name.
All of y'all's dicks together probably isn't as long as Tommy Lee.
All of our dicks together,
no.
it might make up one of Tommy Lee's testicles. He does have a hog.
He's hung.
He's got he's got a snake.
There's just no rhyme or reason. He's just a skinny dude.
Those skinny fucks, man.
I know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Just sometimes there's no rhyme or reason.
They love to give the short dicks to the guys who develop pot bellies. Real fair, God.
Yeah.
Good look.
You're right. It seems like it should be the other way around, right?
Yeah.
It should be.
Skinny guy, Tommy Lee, he doesn't need that big of a hog.
Pot belly, micro dick.
Yeah. God's cruel irony.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for locking in here today. Enjoy your Tuesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.